But we're back. Part two. My camera being unreliable, as it seems like it's gonna be for as long as I have this camera. So yeah,
every single time. Regular
we're
season,
back. Oh,
postseason, playing game, finals games. It don't matter. So to have this moment where you can sleep damn good at night, knowing who you linked up with the next day is you cherish that because you just know how many sleepless nights you had the night before. Going against greatness. That's just the lay of the land. That's how the game works.
How about you guys? When you compete against?
Yeah, it's just like you said, it's a nerve-wracking feeling because you know what you're thinking and how you want to approach the game, and you know you got some psychos on the other end that's trying to, rip your heart out too, and you got to build up that dislike for, guys you're competing against, not in a bad way, but when you're out on the floor, you can't be friends, you can't be cool with these guys, you can't admire them while you're on the court. After the game's over, and that's cool, but when you're on the floor with these guys, they out to rip your heart out. That's what I love about these guys because they nice dudes, but they killers too. And that's why they still at the level that we're at because they
Durant.
got that type of mentality. And it's a dog eat dog. We're on the NBA, you know what I mean? And especially when you're at that level of greatness, like you don't want nobody to take anything that you got, and that's the type of respect that you have for the game. But that's gonna always keep that elite level, when you want to run up against these guys. And that fire is never, they'll never lose that fire, and and that's what you want as a competitor.
That's why we still going.
Exactly.
That's why we still going. If you don't have that burning feeling like in your stomach or in your nerves, like before you competing versus the best, then like I guess at that point you might know it's over with. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not getting up to play KD or Steph or some of the great talents that we have in our league, it's like I done lost my drive of what this game was all about, and that's the competition. That's the dog eat dog world. Like Kay said, it's just like that competitive, you know, unbalance that you feel, and then boom, jump ball hit you like, okay, we in it. Like we in it, so that's that absolutely.
Leads to my next question because I interviewed Bird once and he admitted he was like, how many times I said Magic, and he was pissed because he would have won his title, right? But he said in the end he was happy because Magic made him better. Separate interview, Magic said, "You best believe I checked the box score.
Oh, yeah.
Bird dropped 30, 10-7 again. Damn, Celtics won."
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Some of that with you guys.
Draymond, Steph, and KD, because I might have 6 threes right now. But no.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, I saw this clip, so I definitely wanted to react to it on this. I keep saying I'm a KD fan. I keep telling y'all this, bro. If you're an MJ fan, first of all, you should definitely be a KD fan. If it was not for Kevin Durant, LeBron would have 6 to 7 championships right now, and there wouldn't be a discussion who the greatest player of all time right now is. I will say it again. If it wasn't for Kevin Durant, LeBron would have 6 to 7 championships, and maybe 8. It wouldn't even be a discussion about who the GOAT is of all time. So without KD, LeBron might have 6 right now. It wouldn't be a discussion. So whenever you talk about KD, just think about that, especially for you NJ fans like me.
No,
Bye.
absolutely, absolutely. Like, we all in a position where we think we should, or felt like we had an opportunity to have more rings, like because of no, but no, and K. Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Some of that with you guys.
Draymond, Steph, and KD, because I might have 6 threes right now. No, but no, absolutely, absolutely. Like, we all in a position where we think we should, or felt like we had an opportunity to have more rings, like because of each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's yeah, you have that feeling though, especially when you in it. Like
That
those
part.
four straight years, Cleveland versus Golden State. Like if you wasn't wearing wine and gold or you wasn't wearing yellow and blue, like it was literally like East Coast versus West Coast. It was like a rap beef. Golden State owned the West Coast and the Cavs owned the East Coast. It was like a rap beef.
Remember in 2012, we had just lost to y'all in the finals, and I had came to Miami to work out, hang out before the season, and that was just all I was on, looking at the arena like, damn. You know what I'm saying? They good though. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring my A game every game, and then you looking at the box score, you want to match what these dudes do.
For sure.
It's not I want what they have. I want to knock them out their spot, or I know they're elite. You can't knock these guys out of nowhere. But I want Brian 30, 10, and 9. I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do tomorrow. Now, I don't know, selfish thing. Not trying to get in the way of the game, but I know that I got so much impact on my team and my game. I want to keep us at that level too. Same with Steph. You see him make 7, 8 threes in a game and end up with 39 points, 8 assists. It's just like, all right, I got to come with it too. And that's how you pushing and driving one another without being on the same team, but without it being like a feud or anything. It's just like I want to be on that same level. I want to stay on that elite level as long as I can because I see them doing it every night.
Stephanie, insight on that?
I mean, I forgot that y'all played the finals in 12. That's like crazy how long ago that was. But like watching that and then watching our 4 years, like the finals brings out, it's like the crescendo obviously of everything that they just talked about. And like that idea of like the rising tides, raises all ships is exact. You carry that all year, like off-season workouts. You might think it's just a pure, I'm just here working on my game, but in the back of your mind, his face is in your head, Kyrie's face, like you're thinking about who you're gonna have to beat to get to the ultimate
Exactly.
goal, and you can't shake it. And in the moment, it does mess with you a little bit because it can change your attitude on a day-to-day basis. Something can trigger you for no reason, but it brings the best out of you too over the course of the year. And I wouldn't trade those experiences for nothing because it's the ultimate,
Watch your mouth.
competition. It's the ultimate adrenaline. It's the
You got a
ultimate
mouth
test
on
of
you.
who you are as a person. And I feel like it's something we'll cherish for a long time, just because of how much and how long we carry that, for sure.
So I know you're all historians of the game, and what you guys are still doing late in your careers is incredible. Like a lot of guys are done or almost done, but you're still at the top. So talk about not wanting to give up that mantle, that next generation, that torch, and still playing at this level. But then for us, maybe mention some of the younger guys that you do love their game.
I mean, I don't even look at it as like not giving up the mantle.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I just think it's just like it's just who we are. Like we just hoopers. Like we're naturally born driven hoopers. Like
Yep.
we feel a certain way if we're not in the gym. We feel a certain way if we're not putting in the work, in the weight room or with your body or with your mind. Like, you know, you could be at home just watching basketball. No matter what the hell it is. It could be, a high school basketball game. It could be the big three. It could be anything that's going. Like we're just naturally born hoopers who love the game and refuse to cheat the game while we're playing. That's what it is. And we've been given the ability from the man above to be able to use what we've got and then just take it to a whole nother level. So, we definitely are like fans of like Ant-Man and Shea, some of the young guys in our league.
Doncic.
Jason Tatum, I know he's not super young, but he's young to us. He's
Yeah.
young to us.
Doncic. Hold on. Doncic. I need to see Doncic mentioned. Just Booker. Doncic and Booker need to be mentioned.
And the guys that's like coming up in the ranks and just doing great things, man. It's
Bro, they didn't mention Doncic or Booker.
we hope that we just have inspired them.
Oh, there we go. Doncic. Jokic. Booker. Come on,
At
man.
some point in their lives, they just carry it on to when we decide to.
Booker was never mentioned.
They can keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, not just the NBA. I think that's so small-minded, but just the game of basketball, the purity of the game. We hope that continues to go, to drive the passion. That's what's most important.
No, it sounds super cliche when you say it now, being in our seats. When I talked to Kobe when I was coming up, or Shaq, or even my dad, I was like, everybody wants to leave the game in a better place than when they found it. And to your point about the guys who way he talk about you is every day. It's a real, there's a real thing of Anthony.
I tell you something. There's the two biggest KD fans on the earth. I think I'm number one, and I think Anthony Edwards is number two. The top two biggest Kevin Durant fans on earth. Maybe D-Book number three. I don't know. But man, nobody hears about KD more than Ant, man. Oh, other than me.
Every day. It's a real there's a real thing of Anthony's motivated and driven because he got to watch a born hooper play night in, night out. So it's a healthy kind of balance of trying to obviously maintain the level that we expect ourselves to be because of the work that we put in. Understanding that the league, there's so much young talent out there, and it's the game has changed even from, when we were from our finals runs, and every year it's like some new styles, some new, young energy coming through that challenges you. So trying to meet that moment too is a dope challenge for us. But then also knowing like we know it's not gonna be around forever. So I feel like it gives you perspective on enjoying the game now because seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is in the years that we've been in this thing, it is a reminder like every day I get to go hoop and put shots up. We were shooting yesterday, we were missing our shot total numbers, and Kay kept saying, "Oh, he has more shots for us." And that made me laugh and like smile. I was like, "Yeah, you're right. We get to, I'm here to hoop and work and trying to still get better. And this is my happy place." So it just reminds you of like this is not gonna be around forever, and to enjoy every minute of it because soon we're gonna be. We're not gonna be the bitter old heads. Can we all agree on that?
No.
We're not gonna be the bitter old heads that coming back hating on the young.
Okay, so was this not a shot at inside the NBA? Please tell me this was. Is it? Tell me if you think this was a shot. Talking about not being bitter old heads. Here's my thing. I have no problem with what Shaq and Charles have to say because Shaq and Charles don't sit here and keep it real, and Kenny Smith and Ernie. But because Shaq and Charles keep it real 100%. They say exactly. They don't come on TV to sugarcoat, bro. And they comfortable now. When you first go on TV, you kind of nervous. You want to kind of watch your stuff. Once you're on TV for a while, man, you just let after a while you get comfortable. You start letting that's just how I really feel. I think they're comfortable, and I think they say it how it should be said. And they call it. They're great players. They call it out. It deserves to be called. Like a lot of crap that's going on in the NBA right now wasn't happening back in our day. Back in my day and back in our day, that wasn't. A lot of crap that's flying right now wouldn't fly. So when they call people out, it's because they are seeing stuff that they knew back in their day wouldn't fly. So for them to say that, I'm not too much of a fan of that reference. And I think if it was targeted inside the NBA, especially Charles and Shaq, I'm not a fan because they don't only there are very few people who keep it 100 out of everybody in the NBA. All the other people don't keep it 100, bro. They be color coding crap. Let's be real. Got niggas like Zion Williamson who don't even show up anymore. Come on, bro. It's a shame to the game
Younger,
because they take a disrespect to the game. So that's why they say what they do. That's why they do what they do. So I don't see it being bitter. More just keeping it real. Why lie too? Say how you feel. Don't lie. So you want them to lie now and oh, I'm not gonna speak to. Nah, speak to it. Yeah, how you feel. Say it.
generation, but
Whose
definitely
father is
appreciate.
Joel Embiid 7 foot 300, one of the greatest athletes at 7 foot, the whatever 230, 250, whatever he is. He's a freak athlete at 7 foot 250 and whatever way he's a freak, and he refuses to put his head down and go get shots under the rim, and he goes to take 40 foot threes and 30 foot threes like he's a point guard. Go get your big self on the rim. You're the closest thing to Shaq you ever seen, and you refuse to go get back. You know what Shaq did? Back down, back down, back down, back down. Oh! But you want to shoot 30, 40 foot threes. It's a disgrace to the game. You too big for that. You the best big man talent and size. Why we've seen with that kind of size? It's Shaq. Zion, you the best one we've seen at your size and your height is Barkley. Neither one of them could show up.
And admiration for what they
They were
are.
lazy selves.
I look at this like
Unlimited PTO.
we travel around the world. You see so many peaks and mountains and valleys, and it's like we all have built up this our own mountain, in this basketball world, and it's like it's gonna be hard for anybody to like knock that down. You see what I'm saying? And you got these other guys that are building. They're in the valleys right now, but they're trying to build their mountains up as well. So we sit on our own mountains in this world of basketball, and we want to continue to keep building, but at the same time, you see the guys that are coming up and building their
Next
own place in
LeBron.
the game as well, and you appreciate that about the game. You know how hard it is to sit on that peak and mountain that you're on as well, So it's a matter of continue to give back to the game and continue to see where the growth of the game is going, but also realize, like, I built up my place here too, you know what I mean? And it's pretty cool knowing that we get respect from the younger generation, but they want to get up to where we are too. So, but we still working, we still here, we still grinding, and we still want to be who we are for as long as we can.
Appreciate you, Steph.
Yes, sir.
Very much. Thank you so much.
Hey, what? Already? This shit went for at least an hour. That was not an authentic. Okay, it was authentic, but that should have went for at least an hour. 21 minutes with the three of the greatest athletes we've ever seen on this planet, and you only get us 21 minutes. Oh come on! Oh come on! When's the next time Steph, LeBron, and KD? You know what they should have added Draymond. That's what they should. If you really want to see an authentic conversation, add Draymond, and it might just come to blows. add Draymond, and they might have to separate some people. But come on, man. I just feel like it could have been more, man. I would at least like to see an hour. The course on YouTube is free, so you only get 20 minutes or whatever. Great conversation. I'm glad. I think everybody should go watch this, man. We don't. It's not very long that we're gonna have these three of the greatest athletes this planet has ever seen on the same court. You gotta enjoy it. That's why I try to watch all these games and really enjoy it because at some point they're gonna be gone. And this should inspire you to be great in whatever your career is. Whatever your career is, you should want to be great in your career because of these three. Because they're showing you the work of that kind of stuff. And once you find a passion and work ethic, no, you can't be stopped. So I leave it at that. This is one of the best things I ever reacted to so far since I started doing this 2 days ago. So I'm glad to watch. I think all y'all should watch it. If you've made this far, like, comment, subscribe. And hopefully, in the future, we get some longer 21 minutes between these three. I'll leave it at that. Until next time, see you next one. We out.